Good evening, everybody. Friday night partner, Sound Vision.
Woo! If I say a tile, rocking the house, my employer. Going double hat tonight. We're going FSB and my work hat, FSB, and my if I see a tile, the best tile company in California, baby.
That was the other thing I meant to get. The FSB hat. Your present neighbor.
Absolutely.
So welcome back, everybody. We got Texas Speedway. It's kind of a Michigan clone. If you haven't heard of it, I don't think I live like an hour and a half away from 6 years. Like Michigan, bank, really do a tire repair. Plus, it's got that ramp. Yeah, the victory lane kind of. We'll be watching
a little bit of Joey Chitwood.
Yeah, we'll be watching the Joey Chitwood show. The racing here. Jumping right into it there with qualifying. Got John set. It's that big.
Wow. I think that's his first pole on Friday night, dude.
Can't count on it, but I guess you can thank me for bringing Canada.
Okay.
Dave Jandry on the outside. Newcomer Brian Lovell go forth.
Obviously, not a newcomer to sim racing.
Yeah, he got an idea or two, I'd say, about how to get her back. There. I went. Stop. E.G. Reese got his car final. Same old car. Finally changed. Be able to. Spot. All but Bill Farmer. Billy Yarbrough. Ed Fowler. Chris Beck. The relative newcomer. Chicken.
Oh, that's good butter. Oh.
Yeah, on the chicken.
Hi, Doris.
Hey, Mama Gately.
Mama Gately in the house. Gonna cheer on her son, Slim Jim Gately. Snap yourself into a Slim Jim.
Oh, there we go. There's your mistake for the night. Thanks for pointing it out, dog. I forgot to move the broadcast mic in front of me. So nobody has heard anything. Except bits and pieces.
Uh-oh.
So, welcome to FSB Racing Live. My name's Dumbass.
Well, I can hear you, you know.
Well, you can hear me because I'm coming to you on this one. But this one's what goes into OBS.
Wow, man.
And it's on a swinging arm here.
Have you been drinking? Or?
I have not, sadly. I cannot even blame that.
At least the race hasn't started yet. You know?
At least the race has not started yet.
We're totally professional here.
Absolutely.
At FSB, you know. Sponsored by Budweiser and Customs Building Products.
Yeah, loud and clear now because I put the right mic in front of my face. Okay, so once again, getting through that field. Johnny Doucette, thanks to the Canada shirt on the pole. Dave Jandry, Brian Lovell, newcomer, starts P3. The Highwayman, Jim Christopherson, T.G. Reese, Bill Farmer, Bill Yarbrough, Ed Fowler, and Chris Beckman and Brad Otto rounding out your top 10 there. And there you see your pole setter, the Synergy car, taking the track as we are open for happy hour.
I just came in to inform you guys that happy hour will only be 5 minutes, even though it's set for 10. So get ready to go at the 5 minute mark. And good to see you. Good to see you, Milt and Shawn.
All right, thanks, Sammy.
Boss.
Yeah,
good luck, guys.
Operator in the house, putting it down.
You guys got your hats on tonight. I'm checking.
I do have my hat on.
You do.
I'm double hatting tonight, boss, man. I got to represent my.
He's got a hat on a hat.
I say a tile, but I got FSB over the top. So
good to see. Good to see.
That's how we're rolling.
All right, guys. Have a great podcast. Good luck.
Thanks, Sammy. All right, Sam Young checking in there. Let's follow some of these guys around. We got a big field here tonight too. I mean, we didn't get through everybody. We don't have time to get through everybody. But you can see 38 cars are in the server, minus of course things like Camera 2 and myself and Milty there. But it should be a nice big field.
It's like
again
36.
very draft dependent.
Let's take a look at the points leader, and he's pretty much on the victory lap to winning another championship as he crams the wall right there.
Well, also, by the way, we something to talk about this track, Milty. Something to talk about this track is we just watched Jeff Habak practice a pit stop there. If you come in and you touch that grass to the right side with your right wheels, you could very well find yourself black flagged. So that's something these guys got to watch out for tonight.
Oh, Matt Watkins just destroying the car in practice there. But that's what he do. He likes to, make those pit stops interesting, and he's pushing the limits right now. That's what you do in practice,
Hey, Brad Otto checking in the chat. Thanks for that, Brad.
Bradley. Yeah, dude's just not just a broadcaster. He can roll.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to pull out the checkered flag there at the end of the truck race at Kentucky last night. I had to reach into the bag of tricks because I was missing first gear on a green-white checker restart.
So what are we looking at here? Let's start thinking like a race car driver. Let's look at the info we have of the track here.
Oh my! Okay, so
race and definitely it's a 2-mile D-shaped oval, and turns are back at 22 degrees. So
look who's back. TG Reese in the 30 car. The Folgers coffee machine back at it again. Yeah, one of the things you would have heard if one of the things the broadcast would have heard if I had the right microphone in front of my face to start, was me saying that this track is very much a copy of Michigan and California, but it's got more banking. It's got 22 degrees of banking in the turns, which makes it behave like a super speedway in some ways in these truck physics like we use in these Aero 88 cars. So it's very draft dependent, but again, but just like, Michigan, you gotta take care of the tires too. You heat them up, get them angry, and they're not gonna forgive you. There you see Alex Jarvie practicing pit stops. Here's Ken Shea in the 91 Super B. Terry Marinaro has some new paint this week in the number 33 car. .940 Vapes. And there we have Double
Jeff
Dan.
Habak racing from Cleveland, always on the go, working. His nickname is Tower, and he's always traveling, putting gigantic tall towers up, doing more of the, hey, you guys do this, and I'll watch.
Yeah.
But still has to, he climbed those bad boys, and now we're getting some jumps. Oh, car parts coming off the 53 there. These guys are bonsaiing here, having a little fun before it gets real serious. And if you haven't watched these races before, we're all joking around and we're kind of stupid, but when this race starts, you're going to see some professional sim racing. You can see some crashes. I expect some cautions with a big, huge field like this, but then at the end, hang around for the end, and you're going to see a battle for the win every single week.
Yeah, especially a track like this where it's so aero dependent. You just can't run away and hide unless you've got like 5 friends that are locked down.
Carol Shelby on the side there. My mom watched Ford versus Ferrari, and she called me up crying. We were there. And I was like, yeah, I was like a baby, sitting in the Volkswagen van, we were there, Melty, good times. Here we go.
Yeah, they're taking the
Look,
good
as
now.
a driver right now, you're sitting in your car. This is sim racing. This is professional sim racing, and these guys are serious. And this is always that sticker pecker time right here, where you get a little nervous. My feet shake sometimes, for the first lap or two, and then get dialed in. Engines. Great thing about racing is it's never the same twice.
Looks like TG Reese, he uploaded his paint, but he put it on the wrong body. Afraid.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it either. But
yeah, no,
this is simulation racing, folks. So
I'm seeing it right there, and you see he's put an Oldsmobile on a Chevy body. Oh well, it'll look okay from a distance.
Whoopsie. Well, there's a lot of intricacies to this. I'm just a driver, man. I don't understand it. You do the painting, guys like you, smart guys.
So do we dare make
we're going to make predictions. And who am I going to predict? I'm going to go with Dave Gendry on the outside there. Kiss of death from Milt the Monster.
All right.
But he is definitely P2 and strong, veteran, and needs a break. He can win. All these guys can win this race. They're that good. Johnny Doucette up there on pole. That is the first time I've seen him up there with that Synergy car. The 43, he's new, so you don't get paint right away until you get through your trial period here. So he's rocking a base paint job and looking to make a name for himself here.
Well, I'm going to go with coming off the bench after a little rest here. I say Jordan McGregor picks up right where he left off.
We'll be running the 24 hours of Spa tomorrow. My teammate there, we're not in the same car, though. He's already faster than I am, so go figure, But I recruited him, dang it. Here we go, green, green, green.
There we go.
Buddy, let's go racing, boys.
All right, you got Wes Dobbs cheering for Johnny Doucette, your pole setter. Dogs picking number 9, Ken Hansen. Very strong choices here tonight. They both look fast and
Johnny Five Fingers got 5 inches of grass right there and did the bunny hop in the pea patch right there, and still, man, what a save right there. Oh my gosh, cold tires, and
I think he's got a problem.
Maybe he had a little help. I don't know. Yeah, something's up with that.
Something's very, very not right. You should have been able to get up to speed on the backstretch there.
Could be calibration with the wheel, something. He's going backwards fast. Oh, my gosh.
So that hands the lead over to Dave Jandry.
Oh, it's Jandry up. What kind of sponsor you got here?
Got Jolt Cola.
Yeah, that's some of that, super
high caffeine.
There's a lot of things that come to mind, but none of them are PG. So I'll just leave that alone. Farmer up there in the 06, and he's looking strong tonight. There's so many guys here that could get a win here. Farmer, and then you got Fowler right there. And the new guy, obviously, we're watching him, and this guy, I bet you, if we get a chance to talk to him, he's probably been racing for years. I mean, you just know instantly.
Oh, yeah.
You know he's been racing for years.
On the right side.
And Friday night, live.
On the right side of your screen, you got your
189 miles an hour in the turn. I can't remember which turn that is, but
the right side of the screen, you got some of your guys starting in the back already, there.
Lovell. That's what if he's related to the astronaut? I mean, I see that name. I see these guys could probably drive anything. Houston, we have a problem.
No, we don't.
Single file here. This is really good start for them. These guys look like they really feel comfortable with the setup. Now we're starting to see little battles towards the back there. Steve Weber, the big cactus, former Winston Cup champion, qualified better than he has lately and looking really strong early. Rick Castle, that Crown Royal car, I could go for a shot of that right now, actually. And then another newcomer, Chris Beckman, rocking the Atlanta Lakes colors there. I've worked at that plant in Tulare, California. They have one there, and man, just getting in that place is crazy, But then, what you're eating is clean,
Yeah.
Bill Yarbrough, the veteran, all over him in the Real Tree car. Too wide now with McGregor. He's got some Folgers in his cup tonight, and what a great job he's done for us at Donkey Bob Racing, and he's looking to do some more. Really excited. But he runs multiple leagues. He runs iRacing. He runs here. He runs Hobo. I mean, he has no qualms about coming and kicking butt anywhere in any sim. Dave Ellens rocking that paint, man. I love that car. Cadillac.
I think we determined it was a Chevy, didn't we?
It looks like a Caddy from way far away, but yeah, it's like a 57 Chevy, man. Slim Jim Cayley starting in the back on his own volition. Pavel watching tonight. We've seen him already come from the rear with the gear to the wind, snapping himself into a Slim Jim.
You got some 3-wide action in front of
These guys are duking and dicing here.
Oh!
Contact with Dave Ellens and Pops Marguson, and Pops is around. And I think the bullseye car of the 90 went around.
I think he
They're
got
gonna race
by him.
back. Looks like 4 wide down the front straight. Caution is out.
Tough break there for Pops. We'll back that up and see how that went down.
Yeah, Pops, I would say Pops should have not been that close.
Yeah,
He got the worst end of the deal there, but you don't try to crown the dude right there, I think. Let me watch it, The venerable one. How old is Pops? I mean, like 70, I think. Had eye surgery for a while. He was driving with one eye, He was taking
Well, here we go.
one eye to the optometrist.
So he's down below the 90 already, and then Dave Ellens gets a run, the 115, and they just kind of ran out of room, same piece of real estate. I didn't see anybody else go around, though.
Okay, so...
Oh, wait, up ahead of them. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I thought I saw the 90 going around, maybe.
So then after that, Ellens... Okay, so the contact pushed Ellens to the apron, probably, then up the track. Into
I
the
think
90,
Pops thought
collects the 3.
Yeah, he got the 90 there going by, maybe, but I think Pops thought he didn't have room on the outside. The spotter was probably saying outside, and we have takers down pit road. We're gonna focus on the marinara sauce here. Tony Marinaro in the 33 car. Badass paint job. Into his stall. They're gonna get 4 tires here.
Oh, there's a collision on pit road. Right in front of him as Pops came in.
Oh, boy. Yeah, he gets around it. Pops is around. Man, this is just getting from bad to worse for the Scotch Blue car. He's still... That happened to me once. I just popped the clutch and spun it around in my stall. Rick Johnson told me that was the best the greatest thing you ever saw in sim racing. I couldn't have done that. I tried it 100 times, but somehow I did it.
Well, there was one time it happened to me when you and
and he spun me out.
well, there was one time that happened to me when you and Greg Bernardo were doing these Friday night races, and I got turned as I was coming out of my pit stall right at the end of pit road. I just slammed it in reverse and rolled over the line backwards, preserved my position, and got going again. And then you guys thought it was great. You were hollering, hooting and hollering about it in the booth. And then the next week, we were gently reminded not to do that anymore.
Thank you, Danny Gonzalez. We have a lot of fun.
Hey.
Kim Wright in the house.
Hey, thanks, Daniel. Hey, Kim Wright checking in from work. Still trying to figure out what happened here on
Bubba
pit
Razor,
road.
from serious cancer health problems. It's just so cool to see him back on the track tonight. And
well, here's that pit road thing on
car.
From a few seconds ago. Looks like just a little bump
He
to
was
the
in bad
99.
shape, dude. I'm telling you. Thank God.
A little bump to the 99 as he was trying to get to his pit stall or trying to find it or something, and that just didn't work out. Yeah, right as Dan Jones and the 007 was coming out.
I think Slim Jim Gately really hasn't gotten, he's gotten about 10 spots, 12 spots. Yeah, I'm watching it delayed now. Pop's having to let everybody go, and then he slams into the wall there. So Slim's got about 10 spots there, and he sees Matt Watkins up there and a lot of good cars. Johnny Doucette all the way back there. We don't know what's going on. Do we have are we going back green next lap, or?
Let's see if the lights are on the pace car. Lights are still on the FSB pace car.
I'm gonna go into his channel and ask him real quick.
Now Milt goes and does a little pit reporting there. We'll just get a quick update on the field as you see Brad Otto peeling off to pit this time by. Not sure if he's a lap down. Must be, because he's not currently shown in second. So TG Reese is your leader. It's all cycling on me here. Got TG Reese, your leader. Dave Jandry second. Bill Farmer third. The 043 of Brian Lovell, newcomer, sitting in fourth. Number 2, Ed Fowler, pinch hit adminning tonight. We thank Ed Fowler for that, and then Mr. Bojangles machine sitting in lost track now again. P5, 41. The 41 of Chris Beckman in Land O'Lakes machine is 6th. 83 Steve Weber. 124 of Rick Castle. The 30 of Jordan McGregor in 9th, and the 25 car of Keith Portier, rounding out your top 10 currently. And the lights are off this time on the FSB pace car. About ready to take this thing back to green. 12 laps in here. And next time Dan pops back up into...
Man, I should have drug him up, but I didn't, because he gave a really detailed, great answer. He just got loose. He was spooked, man. He had all these cars behind him. He was like, I didn't practice for this stuff.
Yeah, that's one of the things that'll get you on.
And he was like, so once I got going backwards, I just wanted to find a spot to slot in. Very good. We've seen Johnny Doucette, how he races clean and, understands, and smart.
Pace car is off. I heard the 53 car of TG Reese clutching there under caution.
So he's all good, and he's with a good group there that can move to the front here. Long way to go. There's going to be more cautions.
You never know. This track is known for some really long green flag runs, and that's what we're hoping to see tonight. I know Johnny Doucette's not hoping to see that because he wants to get back up front.
3 wide already in the back for P18. Alex Jarvie. and Johnny Five Fingers and the 33 car and the 23 looking, and they get back in line.
Now 23 is looking again under the...
Well,
boy, that got tight.
Oh, he definitely caught up to the 101 fast there. Has to go down low. Oh, and the 101 comes across him there. Oh, and Slim has to go down to the apron.
That's legal. This is not technically a super speedway, so you can go down there at your own risk.
These guys are hanging about. Tire Smyers. Alex Jarvie is checking his shorts there, and then, okay, we're good.
But now I'm glad I expanded that ticker a couple weeks ago. I finally got to use it. We got 33 cars still on the track right now.
Over it, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I expanded it for Talladega, thinking, man, we're going to have a full field of Talladega again. And then we had 26 cars for that one, so I barely needed it.
Okay, so we got a little puke in the chat, and that's Jason Dolfer's son. Welcome, young fella.
Yes, welcome.
That's a very interesting handle you got there.
Yeah, we'll see how long you hang on to that into adulthood, but I've been there. We all have.
You know, anymore, you gotta worry, you know, because I got, like, my name out there, you know. I mean, whoa, Slim Jim Gately down again, looking at the 101. They're battling. Look, this guy in the 101 has come a long way. Tower has, he's definitely battling and never gave up.
Tell you one thing.
Into a pro sim league, and every time I talk about him, I seem to jinx him, but he is all over the back of the 23 following him. There's that Bumblebee there, Super B, the 91 of Ken Shea. They call him Ski G because, you know, his name's spelled pretty funky, you know.
I want to say something about Tower there.
That's actually Japanese, if you didn't know.
He's definitely set the record for most cities raced from, physically, at FSB, being that he takes his rig on the road with him.
Absolutely. And that's not easy to do with connections and setting up a rig in a Momo. You know, that's what I call a motel, you know, because I do a lot of work out of town. So we stay in motels. Shout out to the Red Roof Inn in Monterey. They took care of us.
Hey, we got young Will Farmer checking in the chat there.
Well, baby.
Wait, he's not on the track. He's in the chat, but not the track?
Yeah, he is not. I'm Bill Farmer's son. I'm 17.
Well, your dad's out there in the 06.
These guys
in fact, he's third.
All over each other.
Real close there, bumper bumper.
Now, the Crown Royal Royale with cheese there is leading this second pack in P9. Dan Jones behind him. The 29 of Jeff Hale. He's got some clean clothes there with that Tide. You know, I rock the Tide, dude. And I'm telling you, that's my Visaya tile work clothes are dirty by the end of the week.
Well, yeah, this second pack is finally starting to organize themselves. And I was just about to say, that's what they need to do. They have the numbers on this front pack. So if they can just
gotta get in
hook
line
up,
and draft and put some lap times in.
Billy Yarbrough almost pushes up into the 25 there.
Whoa.
Which pushes him back to the 15 and the 23, and now that pack is all disorganized again. That's how quickly, you know, those stack-ups can happen.
Brian Level, I'm not Jim Level, but maybe he's related. I don't know. You know, like I said this already, but I just love that name. I love that movie. I love the story of the real Jim Level, and you know, for a long time he had the most hours in space of any man on the earth. And
I played baseball with an Austin Level.
But there's probably a lot of levels. I don't know. There's not a lot of Minners, you know.
If you find a Reap, they're probably related to me.
Dave Jandry, my dog right there, P1. The 9 car, how did he get a lap down? P29, or on the tail end of the lead lap. We never caught that. And
no, did he have some kind of penalty? That must have been...
We were watching the back action, and...
Well, I'm going to have to rewind and find that.
Yeah, take a look at that and see if we can find out what happened to the 9 car. He's, looking good. Then we got, they're coming up on Chet Barkin, my other teammate, and he's been having computer problems big time in all the sims that he runs. And wow, the 9 car gets a little bit of the wall trying to go around Chet. They're 3 wide.
Ooh, hopefully that doesn't hurt him too bad, because taking the right side off here can really hurt you.
Boy, that was close. It was just a little left tap, hopefully. How about Chris Beckman here in the Land O'Lakes car? These 2 new guys, Chris and Lovell, are definitely, they've pretty much been status quo, and now they're looking at the top 5 here, in the top 5, and looking to, spoil the FSB party.
Well, I went back and looked at Ken Hansen in the 9 car. It looks like something got him a black flag for passing under caution. So as soon as the green flag dropped, he was hanging out at pit road ready to duck down.
I never thought to look at let me look at the scanner. And
pass through. So on that restart on lap 13, he actually they held him.
See nothing.
It was a stop and go.
Okay, 10-4. Good job.
So that's the situation with the 9 car.
Now, what are we looking at as far as fuel and tires here? Tires are probably going to be more of an issue than fuel. Looking at the last lap here, Chris Beckman, 39.4, and his best lap, 38.9. So they're starting to experience tire dag. Let's look at this again as he crosses the line.
Yeah, I think we're going to be looking at 20 to 22 laps here. This is a 2-mile track instead of a 2.5
Yeah, we're
mile.
looking at almost a half a second tire degradation already. '51, Dave Jandry.
You see that clump of past champions that started in the back. They're all still clustered up. 15 of Matt Watkins, 23 of Slim Jim Gately, 29 Jeff Hale, 91 Ken Shea. That's some fast cars mired back in the field right now. And that's why we've got them up on the right side in the split screen.
Saw some smoke there.
Yeah, no caution on the speedway.
Farmer is just really out of his mind tonight here. The Valvoline car is on one, and he is all over the back of the 51. And we know him as a very a great top 10 finisher and very a very good racer as far as he just his goal is not to wreck. To see him on the prowl tonight is really cool, and he looks like he has a strong car. He's not trying to be judicial. He wants to win this race.
I want you to say judicial 3 times fast now.
Well, judicial,
Jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu.
They're doing some jiu-jitsu out there with the momentum and the draft and lines around this track, as they're still fighting it out in that second pack, or the second half of the pack, really.
Wolf Farmer trying to recruit Little Puke there. Little Puke, come race, man. He just got his driver's license not too long ago, so.
Are you kidding? That was last year. He just graduated high school not too long ago.
Well,
he's 18 now.
For us old guys,
True.
Time, gets lost in time.
The
Do we
denominator
have
on that
any
fraction keeps
idea
getting
when
bigger.
these guys pitted and when they're going to pit? Probably not.
Well, it took the restart about lap 13.
Well,
right?
you won this race, right? Or
No, that was
what'd you
Thursday night
win?
in the trucks.
Yeah, okay, but
The 41 car, that
you
Land
probably
O'Lakes
won
machine.
this race anyway at one point.
I think I picked up at least one here. Can't remember if it was in
Bill
trucks
Farmer
or...
is all over the 51. These guys are racing smart, though. They're not. They know they're in that lead pack. They know what they need to do. This smells green, looks green, broadcaster jinx, whatever. But as a driver, you're thinking, I need to get prepared for when I'm going to stop.
I think that's going to be about lap 33. I think that's where we're going to start seeing them come in. Which means you're probably going to see a lot of guys.
Entry, very difficult. Don't hit the grass. All these cookie cutters and tracks around 1.5 miles to 2 miles. Pits are always different and difficult. So you have to be prepared. You have to. I spent seasons where I just got to the point where I practiced a few laps, went in and spent the rest of the hour before the race. Pit stop, pit stop, pit stop, pit stop. Because, it doesn't matter how you run, you blow that pit stop. After a season where I just blew pit stops, it was bad. I was like, I can't do this, man. I'm ruining my fun here.
Oh, yeah. I got
to put the work in where I need it. Mama, here comes that man. Slim Jim Gately on the outside.
With his teammate Jeff Hale.
With Jeff Hale. These guys, they're tied at the hip, and they know each other's moves crazy. Car we haven't talked about, Keith Cordier, right in the mix there. No harm, no foul, no blood. He hasn't got my attention till right now in that Lowe's car. He's right in the mix in his top 10. The veteran Ken Shea behind. This is like we said, this is going to be good.
And then they just keep snaking down that backstretch, trying to keep low and keep from getting runs built on them. I don't know how that's going to work out in the long run.
What are our run numbers so we can work back? Okay, we got something on the scanner. We got pit action, the 53, TG Reese, the 101. Matt Watkins.
Oh no! 25's around. Jeff Hale.
Oh, Jeff Hale hard.
Chet Barkin catches a piece.
Cars are pitting. This is gonna. They could get out.
I don't think they've hit pit road yet, have they?
Well, let's take a look. Where's Matt Watkins at? Where's the 15? He signaled over the scanner. He was pitting.
Only the 53 and the 87 are on pit road currently.
So he stayed in line. He was giving a lap notice to the cars around him. He was going to pit, and then he didn't. So,
yeah, you'd want to back off of that as soon as that caution came out if you have the chance.
Well, still smoke on the track. We're going to have to go back and look at that. Several cars with some damage here. Jake's going to be a legendary racer. Well, there's guys that have it, like Ken Miles,
Yeah, it just looks like the 25 and the 91 got in there side by side, almost 3 wide with the 29. So 25 was watching his right quarter. Not sure how much room he had.
91?
Before. He got down on the 91. And it was on from there, and then here comes Chet Barkin. Let's ride with him as he drives into that.
Yeah, you know what? Keith had the 29 up high, and there was no room, and his spotter was staying outside, and he was trying to pick a lane there. The 91 couldn't have gotten any lower, so, he was crowded by the 29. It was just a racing incident right there, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that happens.
Down pit
Everybody was
road.
trying to get in single file because they knew the pit stops were coming up soon.
Execute. You have to keep your speed pit. If you haven't done this sim before, you have to modulate your pit road speed 55 miles an hour. Get into your stall. If you don't hit your stall, they don't service your car. These pros all lined up there. Look at them. Tires changing, left side, right side. Who's going to come out? Johnny Doucette has that pole spot. Oh, the 51 comes out, but the 06 of Bill Farmer gets the lead.
There's a crash at the end of pit road.
There's a crash in the pits. Johnny Doucette and I can't see which car that is.
It's Bill Yarborough.
Bill Yarborough. I think they took out the pit road guy there. Good thing that guy, he jumped and the cars went around him and he's right back down in his spot there. Look at him. What a courageous pretend guy right there.
Well, look at see, Johnny Doucette.
Real.
Johnny Doucette has that pole setter's pit spot.
So what happened? I didn't see why he got hit or.
So here we go. Coming down pit road, they're 3 wide, and looks like Dan Jones just gets bounced around by the cars that are splitting him, and Bill Yarborough and Johnny Doucette get the short end of that. I think that was probably soft enough to not do damage, and because it happened after because it happened after the pit exit line, they should be able to blend in their positions.
There should be no harm, no foul. Just look at that. I mean,
said the 58's ahead of
down
me.
pit road.
Yeah, so okay, so Johnny Doucette's going to be able to keep his position.
Yeah,
Dan Jones in
Well,
here.
3 wide down pit road.
What do you do, man?
Bad.
Matt Watkins is ping-ponging you on one side, and you got Yarborough on the other.
And the spotter doesn't call 3 wide on pit road, so Yarborough had no idea that you were 3 wide there.
Yeah, you don't hear the spotter there.
Bill is coming back down pit road.
It's like this, you know.
Just
tires
now.
drop, go.
Yep.
You take off, and then it's like 1001, 1002.
Anybody in my
cars
way?
around me, bam, you get hit. You know, I mean,
I think they are
it's
fixing
really
damage.
nobody's fault.
No,
It's
he's
just
past
bad.
the pit line.
That's why pit road's so exciting because it just happens, and these guys really don't have that much control on it. You're told to mash the gas when you take off. Go, 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 go.
We were so close to having green pits about 4 laps away.
Yeah, that's about the window I was thinking.
Well, you shouldn't have no damage there, Dan. If
Nope,
not,
none.
Q Branch will clean that 007 up. Just don't caulk it up, you know.
All right, I'm going to take a quick break before we go back to green here, and I'll be right back.
Okay, we got some fans of Jason Dolfer.
He's
P17 right now in the
Number
Red Baron
88.
car. And he's fighting, you know. Pro sim racing, these guys are good. Dan, are they good or what?
unbelievable
They're
talent
good.
up here. And I don't like who's behind me, so I'm going to let him by me.
Well, you know, and like I talked, my co-workers, some of them were watching tonight, you know, and thanks, you know, I appreciate that. And because I talk about it all the time at work, you know, so.
Yeah, I don't want to race him now.
I've had a couple of them come over and play on my sim, you know, and I'm like, guys, come by, you know, after, you know, we work out of town all the time. It's tough. They got families that got to go, you know. They don't really want to play with the old man, you know, but if they got on the simulator, they'd be like my helper, my coworker, George, he got on and, you know, he was like, I got to have this, man. I got to have this. I got to get a steering wheel, you know.
That's where it starts. Keyboard.
I started with a keyboard, yep. I drove around Daytona with a keyboard, or what was it, NASCAR 1?
Yep.
And I was going click left with the, you know, all you had this directional button. And I'm like, man, it'd be cool if I had a steering wheel. You know, now I have a rig and my rig is like obsolete compared to some of these things. I mean, everybody's seen that, now with the pandemic and everything, and iRacing on and R Factor 2 on TV, on ESPN,
Going green.
Yep. Good luck, bud. Yeah, I'm thinking as soon as all this pandemic stuff's over, you're going to see a lot of good deals on secondhand equipment for this stuff. All right, green flag back in the air. Bill Farmer seems to spin his wheels there in first gear. Hangs on to it.
Jason Adolfo's moving himself up to 16th now, and Jordan McGregor worked his way around. He's going to let Jordan by, and Jason has done nothing but run smart and smooth here, and getting a feel for it here. And these guys are good. Red Baron car is killing it.
Yeah, the pizza's terrible though. Oof.
Hey, there's Jerry F. That would be in the chat. It'd be Jerry Forkold. Man, I haven't seen him watch the broadcast in a while.
Oh no, Dan Jones around to the inside and nails the inside wall. Oh, tough break for our in-race reporter there.
Well, he's going to need a long, vacation like in Bogota or, wherever James Bond goes, or Morocco, or... and here he is. What happened,
one of you guys
bro?
picked me tonight?
Nope.
Good.
Negative.
Story of my week.
And we're still green, and...
Yep.
Yeah, because he slid
okay.
down to the inside grass. Looks like I've got the replay up here, and it looks like it just it got a little loose, and Slim was right there.
Jim Ray in the house. What's up, Jim?
Yeah,
I got it.
Hard
hit too.
Yep. Oh well, it happens.
Well, you come get him next week.
Better week, yes, for sure.
All right.
I can't even type drinking there.
Yep, Jim Ray checking in.
What are you doing, drinking?
The founder of FSB.
Well, our Donkey Bob teammate, Jordan McGregor, up to P14. He's got a battle. These guys are so... Obviously, you can see Christopherson there. The 40 car has just impressed the heck out of me, man. This dude is just always, he's just fit right in. He's got great skills, great car awareness. Like all these guys, he just finds a way to run up front, and these guys are going at it here. The 30 car really seems like starting from the back, though. He's patient, and these guys are trying to run the outside line, but it definitely looks like still this is a bottom feeder with the draft, and everybody. Oh, and McGregor gets on the apron. Oh my gosh, that was close.
He hangs on to it, though.
Yeah, I bet he was turning that thing all the way right. This guy's got great car control, but he just dodged the bullet there, and so did
Ken Shea.
And
Jim Christopherson, they were all very nearly caught up in that.
There was pretty good spacing there, but Ken Shea was definitely not expecting him to move up a car length and a half. Wow.
Yeah, if Jerry's calling for Billy Yarborough to pull off the win. We'll see. He's mired back in 21st after that pit road kerfuffle.
The inside of the 125. Can't make it done, and he is all over the back, the 124, excuse me. The Crown Royal car. Matt Watkins is dogging this guy. Slim Jim Gailey all over him, too. These guys are thinking, it's the halfway point. We got to get to going here. And here they come. We got Ed Fowler. Ed Fowler. I always get these guys missing. Their names are really close, we got Bill Farmer in the lead, and Bill is, you know, I mean, he's got to be thinking, where is Watkins and Slim Jim? Yeah,
And they're coming.
You know they're coming. You know, from the rear with the gear. Hey Jerry, you drinking? You know, you got a race tomorrow. Let's go shot for shot. Except I don't have any shots. You know. But.
Yeah. So what's the?
My pick, Dave Jandry, is doing what I would do, staying right on him and helping his cause. Then you got the 41 of Chris Beckman. You know, welcome to FSB Friday night. We see nothing but this guy's got skills and patience. And Steve Weber, this is the best run for him in a long time here. The 83 is really getting back on the horse here.
They can make it from one stop from here, right, Dan?
Former champion. It's going to be close. I don't, you know, with the, but they should be able to. They should be able to get at least 20 laps, right?
Yeah, if they can get 20 laps. Let's see. Let me just check real quick what the restart was exactly.
Well, Jerry don't drive till 2, but that's about the same. That's Eastern time, you know. So I got to drive about the same time, 11. Slim Jim Gately comes out there, leaves Matt Watkins in the dust, and tries the outside line. That's very uncharacteristic, but he side drafted the 124, and the pack goes to the outside. That's a great move for the 23. Slim Jim Gately just. But he's not there yet. He's still outside. Now he's got the 41 of Chris Beckman. Can they make this work? 3. Jordan McGregor way up in the dust up there in the
marbles.
No, I'm trying to think of that. Oh, okay. We'll let that go. It might come back to me.
You almost jumped the cushion.
Richard Petty line out there.
Okay.
There we go.
The Harry Gant, High Groove Harry.
What are these guys on the inside going to do? That's kind of, you know, we haven't been battling yet. We've been playing 2x2, just kind of being sheep here. And now these guys are starting to zig and zag, using the apron down low.
Oh, 83 is Weber's around the front stretch.
Daly in the 83. Slim got a huge run there, and I think he might have got into the 83, and the caution is out.
And they'll be racing back.
And Slim is not going to be, you know, Slim prides himself on how he drives.
Oh, Alex Jarvie.
Well, they're still racing there.
It looks like Slim's parking it right now.
I think he is. He might.
Yeah, Alex Jarvie and the 41 had a good battle back there. Got real close.
Slim got a great run there, and he was not expecting to catch up to the 83 there. And we know how Slim rolls. He expects no mistakes for himself, and he has nothing to prove because he's the definition of class act. But, you know, these guys are out here racing at the limit and trying to put a show on. And, you know, if I was him, I wouldn't park it. You know, I mean, everybody gets a 2-incident rule. You know, I mean, everybody makes mistakes. But we got to look at this replay too.
Yeah, I've got it queued up here.
Okay, here we go.
He was down on the dark gray, the apron of the front stretch, and sometimes the spotter stops telling the car above you that there's a car down there. So as he goes down into turn 1, probably expected Webb to swing out further to arc the corner like the cars in front of Webb did. Didn't quite happen, and yeah, it just they ran out of room and got together. And then behind them,
IndyCar Matt Stewart has taking
There
the
was
car
some
to the garage.
spinning in response, too. Looks like Terry Marinero and Jeff Habak.
FSP racer Brian Lamb, what's up? Yo.
When they jumped off the gas, seeing this wreck in front of them, they also got loose and went for a slide through the grass.
Yeah, Slim Jim Gailey is that parked the car in the garage. Tough luck, man. I mean, what a great show there, but he obviously felt like he didn't, want to run. And now we have Slim Jim Gately here. Slim, you parked the car, man. What's up, man?
Well, I got into Dan earlier, about 3, 4, 5 laps back, and
okay.
I don't know if it was him or me. I don't know. It seemed like he got a little loose, but I was still up on him. But I wasn't sure on that one. I didn't feel like I was given any room, but I was trying to get back up on the track. I didn't have any room to get there, so I just knew. Yeah, it's one of them iffy things, and.
Well, that's
what we tell our drivers.
Time, I mean, you're driving in the heat of battle. It's really hard to. A lot of times, you got to go back and look at it several times to try to analyze, inches.
Yeah, we tell the drivers, even if you think it might possibly be 2, even if you don't know, it's safest to park it. So that is correct. Yeah, what happened the second one there, Slam? It looked. I think maybe Webb didn't know you were quite there, because remember when you get below that apron line, sometimes the spotter stops calling it. So,
true. Could be.
And I guess you probably just expected him to come up to arc the corner, and he came in a bit lower and just kind of met in the middle there. So
yeah,
break all around.
I knew he wasn't moving much, and I was trying to just inch my way up in there, and I was getting ready to back out of the throttle, but then it was too late by that time.
Well, that's racing, dude, man. That's how quick it happens, and then it can happen to you again.
Yeah, it sucks, too, because, man, I come back from 32nd and made it up to 4th, and I don't have to tell you how hard it is to pass it.
It is brutal. I was calling this on Tuesday night. This is the track where great runs go to die. Because every time you think you got to run on someone, you stick your nose in there, you're Superman, and then you just fall back 3 or 4 spots.
Well,
like,
Mama's always proud, and we're proud too, because you weren't even sure how it went, but the way you looked at the rules, which is the 2 incident rule, you decided to park the car. You didn't question how it was going to be. You just made a decision. It could have been me twice, so. And that's great sportsmanship, which is, what we expect from Slim Jim. You're the model driver in this league, skill-wise and sportsmanship. And we know your mom's proud, but you win some and you win a lot of them, but sometimes you lose some. But how you behave is, once again, we see the sportsmanship. That's important, I mean, that's what everybody needs to follow. Make a league work great. So I say good job. I mean, disappointed, I know, but
yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I was having some fun out there, and Dan, I don't know if you're listening, but sorry about that, dude. Is he?
He might have stepped away. He tends to leave it on.
Did I take him out of the race?
He hit really hard. He had a Greg Moore style hit to the inside there.
Ouch.
Yeah, it was brutal.
I really feel bad.
Honestly, Slim, I think he got loose. I think he was loose already.
Well, I was, it was debatable.
Well, Doris is like, sorry, son, on the chat, but...
Yeah, got to follow the rules, especially the guys that are admins here.
Exactly.
We really had to do that. So, it was no big deal. I hate that I can't race anymore tonight, but it was the right thing to do, and had a lot of fun up until that point.
All right, Slim, you'll get him next time, bud.
Way to put on a show, bro.
I tried. I'll see you guys.
All right, thanks, Slim.
That's racing, folks. As the lights are out, I need to get me some beers here, so I'll be right back. Shawn, you take it off.
All right.
We got 17 laps to go here. 27 laps to go. Gonna get good.
Oh, check out that Iowa Charger by Bubba here. I like that Mopar license plate on the front, too. There we go. Looks like some roof damage on the 88. Oh yeah, he got caught up in one of those big wrecks earlier. 76, Landry flooring. 101 of Jeff Habak came in to just fix a little bit of damage there after getting caught in that. And we are back to green. 41 car of Chris Beckham leading us back. So now, taking this restart here on lap 53 of 80, 54 of 80. Oh no, Chet Barkin up the track into, I think that was the 043. Hard impact, and we're back under caution immediately. This is one of the dangers. Cautions breeding cautions. Oh, Jeff Habak gets in there late as the camouflage 87 car was just spinning like a top. Well, this is a big mess, folks, as leaders race back. See some heavy black smoke of death coming out of the 043 car. And we'll cue it up here and see what happened exactly. See, the 68 of Chet Barkin takes the restart on the inside line there with, being laps down. And he caught the apron, turned hard right, and that caught the 043. And from there on, cars keep getting collected. 25, Keith Cordier spinning. Oof. Actually, the harder hits are on the backstretch here. I don't get why the 040... Oh, the 043 just blew up as he started to drive away from it. I thought he hit so hard the engine blew, but that engine damage seems to have happened after the fact. That's a weird one. Let's watch it here from Ken Hansen, as he appears to have been caught up in the melee as well. Oh, the 87 was loose independent of 68, so that kind of contributed to things there. The 9 also got loose to miss the 25. We had like several isolated instances of cars getting loose that all contributed to this all at once.
Well, the urgency has increased here, but Chet just, man, that looks like computer issue. It really does, and that's the same thing that he's been dealing with racing on our team in iRacing, and we had to park him for the race we're having tomorrow and he's still testing it, but his car just veered right. Chet's a heck of a driver, and that car was just that was a computer failure again. He's got a really killer rig, but something is, which has happened to all of us in sim racing.
And there's problems can be maddening to chase down.
He's a heck of a driver. It's not his driving. That veer right there, that was definitely the same thing we saw at Le Mans, and we saw in testing for Spa for tomorrow. We had to, which he was totally in agreement with. We can't have that to run a 24-hour race, and then 4 hours ago the darn computer, and he did so great. Which you hate that for a driver, because he's such a heck of a driver and such a great guy. But what are you going to do when your computer? So we'll keep working on it and get it fixed. Eventually, he's totally committed to running here and in iRacing. But so that sucks. That's part of sim racing. That's the way it goes. So now we reset here. Every bad thing that happens to somebody is an opportunity for somebody else. We know who's pretty much lined up for the championship here is that 15 guy. And of course he's doing pretty good, moving up. And but there's definitely opportunity, especially for Bill Farmer here. He's dominated the second third of this race, and he's got the third to go. And you know, his story is all, like we said, all about, you know, he's got a great, talented young son, 17 years old, and, you know, he's a wheelman and great kid. I mean, you know, he's done a great job, but frankly, you know, he wants to get that win on Friday night. I've only got I think I got one or two, I don't know, road races, on Friday night. Is, in my opinion, it's even harder than Pro Cup. It's the lights are on and full fields, and you better be ready on Friday night to get a win, because these studs are not going to give it to you. So, you know, Team Channel is going to be interesting, you know. I thought about grabbing him, but I'm thinking, you know what? I think we need this guy to let him focus here. Dave Jandry, kind of in the same boat. We know what he can do and how clean he is and how long he's been at FSB. A couple, you know, breaks due to life, you know, but always, you know, great member. You know, nothing bad to say about this guy, and he's a badass driver. I think he, you know, the last time he's come back here a little bit, he's had some glimpses, but Rick Castle, that's another guy. Great finishes, a couple podiums, or one podium, I think, this year. But these guys are looking and salivating on a chance to get a win on Friday night. You got an interesting cast of characters here. Tom Jackson in the 87. He's been, you know, watching on our broadcast. Now he's out there. He's running 23rd, but he's out there running clean. Great paint job. And, you know, he's just another guy like the Possum Hollow guys that were watching our broadcast and said, you know what, I'm going to do that, you know, and get out there. And now he's racing against pros, and he's got a beehive around him.
And we got the lights off on that FSB Firebird pace car.
And so he's been sitting here talking to us, typing, woot, woot, and, you know, one of these days I want to get out there, and he's out there right now, and I bet you his heart rate is racing, and he is racing.
All right, Bill Farmer leads us back to green with Dave Jandry right on his bumper.
Can they make it to the end?
No.
No. Okay, that's what I want to know as a driver.
Oh, Rick Castle gets a real squirrely there.
Look at that negotiation. You know, Tom does a great job getting out the way there, and he knows he's done. You know, he's out there to get laps and experience. And wow, the 41 comes in hard. I don't know how he did not get in the back of Matt Watkins. But
here we are.
He's on the brake. No, normally you don't use brake in a track like this, but when you're about to run in the back of somebody, you got to trail brake that thing, you know.
Here we are on board with Matt Watkins as he takes it 3 wide. Bill Farmer backside of that 3 wide to make it just 2 wide with Alex Jarvie. Matt Watkins on the bottom, and Dave Jandry reasserting himself into the lead here. T.G. Reese there you see up front. He is a lap down somehow.
Man, here comes that goat. In the 15 car, Pac-Man. I know this guy personally for years. I've raced against him. He built my computer. He's soft-spoken, but he has a relentless personality. When he's in the sim racing car, he is on fire. I mean, I've never seen anybody so intense in my life. You're not seeing it right here. see what he's doing behind the wheel right now, but I guarantee you he is on one right now. Alex Jarvie, just another guy that's just run. All these guys are badasses, I mean, what do you say? You go badass, badass, badass. Am I lying? No. But he gets forced out. That's what we're seeing here is, as a driver, I'm thinking, if I'm back a little bit away, I want to try to stay in that low line. I don't know if I can see I have not seen the outside line beat the inside line.
Yeah, you have to have serious numbers to pull that off.
So I have to stay there, be disciplined, keep the car down low, don't hit the apron, and let guys say, I'm going to take a chance, and then bail on them, However, once we get to the end of the race, then you're going to think different. Because that, outside line is not junk. And they're not even forming like the inside line. So Jordan McGregor there running smart, clean, side drafting a little too. Obviously you don't want to side draft in the corner. That's why crash into the wall. But you want to get a little side draft, and then you want guys to pick you up. He's got Ken Shea there, the veteran. Got Ed Fowler behind there, Mr. Bojangles. Dance. Hey, there's George. What's up, George? It's my co-worker. We call them helpers at work there, but I hate to use that term because we're not at work right now. So, but thanks for showing up, George. He works really hard for me, and a good, fine young man,
You see on the right side there we have 58 car, your pole setter. It's fallen way off the pace here. Not sure if he's got damage or if he just got mired in the pack with cars that do have damage.
In my experience, when I see that 15 car and I'm in this pack right now, I go where the 15 go. It's just that simple. This guy has a knack. He's got a nose, for the gold. You know what I mean? He's got a nose for the win. And you see the 15 not making a move there. You can't root somebody out on the bottom as long as they defend well, You're looking for a mistake. These guys say, because the competitors, every track, we can't pass. Well, yeah, no kidding, I mean, that's the way it is.
It's not easy. All right, we're inside the window now, so next time they pit, we'll be the last.
So what do you want to do here? You got track position.
I want to run it dry. If it goes green, I want to run it dry and take 2 tires
exactly.
and a can.
So these guys got screens. They'll look over at their keyboard. Different guys. Some of my teammates have like a voice to talk, which, I mean, as much as I talk, who knows what I'd have it do, but you can go what is it, F4, I think, with this sim.
Yeah.
You can bring up your tires and go, right side tires. Or like I do, I have a keyboard on a 45-degree angle. On the straightaways, I'll look over and I'll press F4. Then I'll go back to the next straightaway. I'll go and maybe I'll change 2 tires, or I'll keep that window open. Then maybe it'll take me another corner. If I'm making that decision to do that, I don't want to take my eyes off the road at 189 miles an hour,
Yeah, absolutely not. Yeah, I just have a miniature version of the Stream Deck that I use to run the stream. Just a 6-button version that I've rigged up to have all the relevant screens, the race info, then one button switches between showing me my fuel and my tires, and other shows me if I have damage, and then the left, right arrow keys and the space bar. That's all I need on there. I can hit that without having to worry too much about seeing what I'm touching, and I can see how the information screens in the game react.
Do we want green flag stops? Are you kidding me?
That's exactly
what we want. Because that's going to bring the men from the boys here. You don't know what it's like if you haven't done it. They focus so much. Let's get a little 8-car real quick here.
Let's see who we want to ride with.
You choose.
It's like, let's take a ride with Ken Shea in the 91. As I roll up in the
Ken Shea having a great run here in car. Let's go. Engine screaming. It's so loud you can't even hear.
The 31 car with Brett Otto smacks the wall.
Look in the mirror on the straightaways. See your apex point. Okay, he's going to try to drive it a little bit on the outside. Spotter's going inside, clear. Coming out of the corner. You're just lifting here, breathing the gas. Driving it in hard all the way. I mean, almost on the gas all the way. With these 700 horsepower cars and this banking, by yourself, you could drive flat out almost around this track. Hear that engine RPM just go down a little to about 8 grand. Trying to pick up the Fulton cars. Jordan McGregor, who has made monumental moves to get up there.
Yeah, but now he's stuck on the high side.
Is huge here. You got to use the draft. I can feel the car language right now. Ken is ready to go here. He doesn't want to finish P9. This guy's a multiple winner. This guy's a stud. He wants to go. Where do I go? Hitting the rev limiter. Run about 8,800 RPM. That's the intensity there. Looking inside. Now he feels like he's got the 30 boxed in. 30 wants to get down, he's going to let him get in.
Got it.
But he's pretty much flat out anyway there, so. McGregor really using the outside line well and getting great momentum. He wants some takers. Jordan's not afraid there. This car language right here is, come with me. We got 6 laps to go here. Can we make it? Yes, we can.
I didn't think we could, but it looks like they're going to go for it.
We don't want to finish 9th. Let's go. No takers yet. When you're on the inside, you're scared because you know what you got already. And you got lap traffic here. TG Reese on the outside. 3 wide. Look at that. Just a couple feet away from each other.
Well, 53 is laps
does
down.
A great job. Wow, I mean, that gets me excited there, man. Because I remember, dark car racing is intense, dude.
If these guys can make it, then they're going to start going at it pretty soon.
These
trying
guys,
to get around that 51.
They know they got 5 coming up on 5 to go. What's Yarbrough going to do? Yarbrough needs to pull out. Webb is waiting to hook up. You got 3 cars behind you. Let's make that outside line work. Here we go. Now they're defecting or they're not. No, they're scared. You're scared by a dog.
And they took this restart on lap 55, and I thought that was just a little too far to go, but these guys were acting like they're going to run to the finish, so they must have saved a little something on the front end of that run.
They're trying to side draft. McGregor getting on the inside line is not going to help him. He needs help. Come on, Webb, get up there. Who's going to pull out? They're going to. You think they're going to ride Noah's Ark here? I don't think so.
And Ken Shea scrapes a little bit of that yellow paint off on the wall, but no harm, no foul, as he was just winding it up using the whole track.
Great battle with Rick Castle and Bill Farmer going at it. Oh, they got contact. Bill bounces off him. That's a little too much side draft. No harm, no foul. That's a love tap, son.
Yeah, that's nothing. That's just rubbing.
Come on, make that outside line work.
All right, Tom Jackson reporting that he had enough in his tank to go right to the finish. But these guys racing this hard might be close.
But they're not lifting. They're not clutching. They're going for it. McGregor gets the inside apron again, upsets the car, and he loses about a half a car length to Farmer. Great battle with these guys as we look up front. It's my pick, the 51, and Matt Watkins, that guy, mama, here comes that man. Oh my gosh, you do not want that 15 car behind you.
He's got 2 laps to figure this out.
The 41, he's done nothing but impress the heck out of us. And Chris Beckman he wants a win here. Alex Jarvie, I would think he would take a good finish here. Okay, we got draft.
51 to the apron. Is he out of gas? I think the 51's out of gas. White flag in the air.
Last lap. He's out of gas. It's Matt Watkins. Does he have enough?
Yeah, did Matt save enough there behind him?
You know, I could have been talking out of my snout there. The 89 wants help on the outside. The 15 is defending. I didn't hear any clutching or see any clutching. Coming to the line.
Anybody get him?
Matt Watkins, series leader and your winner.
Your points leader, Matt Watkins, followed by Chris Beckman in his Friday night debut.
Great job.
And Alex Jarvie rounding out your top 3 there.
Rick Castle, almost on the podium, but like he always does, races clean, and he really had a knack for this track. Wow, Brian Lovell. I am kin to the astronaut Jim Lovell. No kidding. Oh,
holy
my gosh.
Cow.
Wow, that's like my hero, you know, I mean. Well, I mean, you know, when you talk about courage and doing things crazy and having the courage to do stuff like that for real, you know, it's just like, are you kidding me? I mean, those are the kind of people that inspire me in my life, you know.
Well, we're going to get a celebratory launch off that ramp here, I think.
Like it should be. That is definitely the trademark of this track is being able to.
Here he comes.
Here we go. Yeah! Woo!
Oh, and he sticks the landing too.
He sticks it. That's Nadia Comaneci right there.
Little Tony Hawk.
Well, you know, if you don't know, especially young people, about Jim Lovell and, you know, Apollo 13 and Apollo 8 and the Mercury program to get into space. Jim Lovell was like a part of all that. Wow.
So we'll have Milty go gather up our podium finishers, which are once again Matt Watkins, Chris Beckman, and Alex Jarvie. The rest of the field filled out there by Rick Castle, great run there in the 124. Bill Yarborough rounds out your top 5. Jordan McGregor, my pick. He clawed his way back up, only got to 6, but still a good run there. Ken Shea in the 91 is 7th. Steve Weber, Spike getting caught up there in one of those cautions. Steve Weber brings it home 8th.
Alex Jarvie gets his first podium.
I don't think so. I think we've talked to him before on the post race.
Oh, we have? Okay, yeah. I gotta write this stuff down, you know.
Yeah, it's hard to remember. So if those points are up to date, let's see. Let me just check on the website here.
What did I say? Would it be exciting? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's from last week. Okay, so last week's points are currently up there.
Man.
All right, Milty, if you could go gather up our podium finishers for us. And I'll finish up the rundown here. Bubba Razor, look at that. Bubba in the 4 is rounding out your top 10 there. Bill Farmer was up front.
From cancer and deathbed to, I mean, the dude was in bad shape, you know, and just God bless him, and what a fight, you know. And
yeah, Bill Farmer, who was up there battling for the win all night long, brings the 06 home in the 11th spot. Johnny Doucette lost the draft there after a promising early start on the pole. Ken Hansen, Brad Otto rounds 9 seconds back in the 14th spot. Jeff Havoc, Keith Cordier, Jason Dulfer, Chris Landry, Kevin Mays, your final cars on the lead lap. Dave Jandry, after running out of gas from the lead, ends up 1 lap down, first car, a lap down in 20th spot. We've got our 3rd place finisher and 2nd place here now, thanks to Milty. So, Alex, quiet run all night, but you were there at the end when it counted. Tell us about your night and what more you needed there to get a little help get around those 2 at the end.
Yeah, I had a pretty basic strategy, just stay quiet and pretty much just move up as I could. And, you know, it kind of worked out well with caution flags and my pit stop syncing. So I'm pretty happy with how everything turned out.
Yeah, it's crazy. You don't think of a big track like this as being a track position track, but it very much drives like it.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it is so hard to pass here.
Stuff off here, so he'll be here shortly.
All right.
I was trying to work on Chris in the last 5 laps or so, but my tires were done at that point. I probably should have made a move sooner if I wanted to get a little higher.
Yep, totally understandable. I was saying that in the lead-in too, that the tire wear could be a factor tonight. Still a great run, a solid run there. Congrats, Alex, on a strong finish there. 3rd place in the 89
well, I mean,
Tim Hortons machine.
All night.
Thank you. I'll take it.
You were strong all night. It was just like getting the right chance. The outside line nobody ever really committed. So, you know, it was
working okay with fresh tires, but when you had older tires, there was no chance you could stay up there, especially with no help.
Yeah.
All right, and then 2nd place on his Friday night debut, we got Chris Beckman in the Lando Lakes, number 41. Welcome to FSB. I met you Tuesday night, and great first run there. Tell us about your run and what you need to get around who you'll find out we call the GOAT, Matt Watkins there.
Yeah, I figured when I was behind Matt, you know, on that last run, it was either help him get to the front and just kind of follow him was about the best I could hope for. I wish I could have given him something, but like Alex was saying, you know, once your tires got used, I mean, as we found out Tuesday night, Shawn, you got no chance.
Still, it was a strong run there. You led 3 laps, and they definitely knew you were there, so that was a solid debut week.
Obviously, you have a huge, I mean, you got skills. You've obviously run in multiple, other.
Yeah, this ain't his
leagues.
first rodeo. I'm
This
quite
ain't your
sure.
first rodeo. Instantly, what a fantastic race! Patient, clean, and you got the best you could get there. You're going to be a factor if hopefully you continue to show up. I hope so, because I love watching you tonight, bud.
I appreciate that, Milty. Yeah, it was, I'm coming off basically a 13-year layoff. It's been a while, but I've been through the wars before. So we just stayed patient all night. I knew track position was going to be important. So good finish for us.
Awesome, man. Well, Matt.
Yeah.
Wow.
You see the points are updated there, and you've stretched it out even further there. 49 points with 3 races left now. So I think pretty much next week.
I tell the fans.
Not done yet? No, I'm just kidding.
I tell the fans, this guy's. When you listen to you talk, you're mild mannered. You're a quiet guy. But when you get behind the wheel, you're like a Tasmanian devil. You're the Pac-Man. I mean,
he's a machine.
I mean, you just how you weaved and destroyed through the. You were gobbling dudes up, man, like Pac-Man.
It's a little bit of luck tonight, missing a few close calls and.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Working the track position and the strategy, like those guys were saying. The only way the top would ever work is if they accordion to the bottom, and you could like slingshot a couple cars and go back to the bottom and just keep trying to do that. And otherwise, top just wasn't there. So just working the bottom, being patient.
Well, we can't catch everything, so I would have to say, like the yellow flag stops. I think you made some spots up there, then you made spots up on the track, and then green flag stop, so it was just like a combination of just kept moving forward, but we know how you like to challenge the edge, so.
Yeah, well, I knew Dave was probably going to be short because I was 3 short when I pitted. So we got 2 caution laps, and I thought he was going to run out with 2 to go, and it got white flag. I was like, you know what? If he wins, he deserves this race.
Well,
I'm going to trail behind him.
Yeah. But that was my pick, and
he did a good job.
He raced a perfect race.
He did.
Ran out of gas, man.
Yeah, I tell you, when it went green when it did, I didn't think anybody could make it, and
he's got to be like,
I was almost right.
Slapping himself.
Also,
right now.
Your shout out to Chris there, man. He cut me a break 2 or 3 times. Like he was very, very clean.
He did. We saw that. One of them. When you came down, kind of like trying to.
Yeah, I knew if he got up there,
yeah, we saw that.
Like, I think I can maybe get a good enough run off to clear, but he cut me a break. And he's fast. I won Tuesday.
He got skills.
Yeah, so I really appreciate it, and worked well with them. We got there, and so good run to him, Alex, all those guys. It was very hairy and scary, but fun.
Well, as usual, you guys are the show. We just talk about it. So
Absolutely.
Great job, man.
Or as I like to say, I just push the buttons.
Yeah.
So as noted, Matt Watkins has that almost 50-point lead over Bill Yarborough with 3 races to go. And let's check the schedule here. And checking in the form what the follow-up races are. There we go, Texas World. So we got Nashville, Chicagoland, and then we're wrapping it up in Atlanta 97. Those are 3 very fast tracks. They race kind of similar to this, but a little more passing opportunity, especially Nashville, Chicagoland. Looking forward to bringing the rest of those to you to close out the month of July and to close out season 37 here at FSB. So good luck down the stretch here, everybody, and we appreciate you joining us in the booth tonight. Again, our podium finishers, Alex Jarvie, and we lost our second place because I forgot his name already.
Chris Beckman.
Chris Beckman. Back. It's so many new drivers, and there's like 3 or 4 Chris's. I keep forgetting which one's which. Chris Beckman, thank him for joining us, and Matt Watkins, of course, your points leader and race winner.
Thanks for the show, guys.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Thanks always for joining us out there in YouTube land, everybody who commented and tuned in. Of course, my broadcast partner, Milt Minter Jr. Couldn't do it without you, buddy. Our usual series admin, Ryan Johnson, took the week off.
25 watching live, and maybe 80, 100 watching at least, maybe up to 130, 140. Makes me want to show up. Somebody's watching. You know?
Heck yeah, we had 33 cars on the track tonight. That's a great number.
These guys put on a great show. It's great sim racing. If you want to get into this, I mean, if you're watching from the outside in, you can do it. You don't have to be a superstar. You just got to show up, and it's cheap, and get your butt in here and get started.
Heck yeah, and again, thanks to our usual series admin, Ryan Johnson, on vacation. Thanks for all you do all throughout the season, and then your pinch hitter tonight, Ed Fowler. Thanks for filling in, Ed. And of course, we got the boss man, Sam Young, checking in. We appreciate all you do to keep us running.
Thank you.
You didn't get out there and join us tonight, man.
Oh, I came in briefly.
You didn't come in the race though. You didn't put the 98 car out there on the track.
No. I had to watch this broadcast because it was too much fun. And I like watching these things live. And I told you, Matt Watkins is a machine. He's not human. Okay,
he's an alien.
He's from Mars. I know he is because he likes Marvin the Martian a lot.
There you go.
There's just something wrong with this guy. He just
I'm giving up my secrets, man.
He's got a broom brush on the top of his helmet, right?
It's like me when I said tile. It's called skills.
Preparation. All right. So thanks everybody for another great Friday race here for FSB Racing Live. I'm Shawn Reap saying good night, and we'll see you next week.